I think as all of us are founders of companies, we all look at finding the bright idea, right? So that's very important in our life cycle.
Biryani. Exotic masalas and swadish smells all in a plate of warm, soft rice. Unfortunately unsuitable for month-end cash crunches. Pity. But here comes your savior, the biryani perfume from the month-end collection. Month-end crisis taking your John? Give your plain rice biryani ki pehchan. So bhaijan, get the month-end collection's biryani perfume today.
So most of us really try to find an innovative idea that we want to chase, right? And can that idea be better solved? Sometimes that's the fun of doing a startup. I think if I look at the answer, really lies in finding a solution. I think the first thing you do is you go find a co-founder who believes in the same part and they let, I can't do it alone. There should be someone in this journey. I always say that don't do the journey alone. It can be done, but the ride is more painful. So if there's someone to share the pain, it helps. And of course, you need to raise money. In financial services, you need to raise a good amount of money as seed because it is a business of money. No point saying I'll start bootstrapping it. And that's one of the lessons that we started off with. Now let's look at what actually got resultant, right?
देवी और सज्जनों, आप कुर्सी की पेटी खोल सकते हैं जैसे आपने बिन पैसों का अकाउंट खोल रखा है। कृपया मंथ एंड के दौरान अपनी औकात के बाहर वाले नजारों के सपने ना देखें, इससे आपकी इज्जत पर टर्बुलेंस हो सकता है। घबराइए नहीं, पेश है द वंडरलस्ट विजन बाइनोक्युलर्स फ्रॉम द मंथ एंड कलेक्शन, जिससे आप घूम सकते हैं पूरी दुनिया जस्ट एक क्लिक में और ऐसे नजारों का सेवन कर सकते हैं बिना फूटी कौड़ी के। लेकिन ऐसी आपातकालीन स्थिति से बचने के लिए ये जुगाड़ झंझट छोड़ दें। डाउनलोड द अर्ली सैलरी ऐप नो, इंस्टेंट कैश इन मिनट्स। आपकी लाइफ सुखद रही। धन्यवाद।
See, now finding creative solutions to the same problem is critically what a founder looks at, right? And Nishan said it a good part that they invest. Their focus is to invest behind founders and not really what they're doing, right? And that's what we try to do. So if I look at early salary in 92 days of deciding to do a company, raising the seed capital, quitting our jobs, moving to Pune, hiring a team, we pulled out putting up this product in the market, right? Of course, the first app was yellow in color. It didn't look this color, this version. But this was the result in 92 days, right? What was it today? So after 5.5 years running this business, we have now disbursed 4,000 crores. We almost are touching 2 million people who we have managed to disburse and collect money from. We uniquely have more than 10 million people who have downloaded our product. And we have, if I look at, we have disbursed or approved more than 6 lakh customers. As a benchmark, when you look in financial services lending, 6 lakh number would actually peg you bigger than the third largest NBFC and the 8th largest bank. They don't have so many customers, right? And this is a little app which just lending, nothing else apart from that. But the focus is very simple. That once we get a customer, we want to retain him for a very long window. Typically, I look at this business to say, can I make 10,000 rupee a customer? Right? This is not an e-com business where you try to earn 300-400 rupees LTV. Here you try to make upwards of 10,000 rupees LTV. So it's a very large business that you are building in, right? So now let's look at the 3 traditional secret insights of building a business. The first is, Ishan actually said this: find the right wide space available. It should be large enough. When we looked at this business, there was no one ready to give a less than 1 lakh rupee instant loan in the country, right? And that's where we looked at the opportunity. Most people even today feel that maybe 99% of our company is giving a 25,000 rupee loan, right? Interestingly, 60% of our business, we actually give 100,000 rupee loan, right? So we actually crossed that benchmark, but it really allows us to keep finding the next greener pasture and never jump out of your white space unless it is profitable. Unless the cash cow is large, don't try to do too many things. That's a mistake that founders do. The second part is, in financial services, if you want to disrupt fintech, it cannot be done by a small team. You need to have the rock solid, best in class team. And if you look at each of the pillars of building a company are there. First is hyper use of technology and machine learning. And if you look at, for everything, is that second layer built in. So Anil builds deep tech, while Bala will build deep machine learning tech. We give money. We need to make sure the money comes back And you need two types of risk specialists. One is a micro risk specialist like Ashish, and then macro risk specialist like Ashish, and then a micro risk specialist who understand unsecured risk, which comes with Vimal. And then you say, if I want to be best in class in giving money, I have to collect that money back, right? And this is interesting that today we managed to collect almost 300,000 EMI payments and 98.3% ourselves, right? Which means that we are able to collect in an efficient manner and make money on the transaction. That's enabled by, again, having a strong team to drive it. And more importantly, as you keep growing your next cash cow, you need to have people to drive. For example, early salary means salary advance. And to grow salary advance, you need to be best in HR tech sales. And getting a sales specialist for that is extremely important also. I think the third is very clear focus on consumer problems. While the early salary app is very simple, it solves two things. Either it gives you money or it works with someone else to enable a transaction. For example, when you go to an Upgrad, Jigsaw, Jaro, any of the skill upgradation companies, when you want to, let's say, upgrade to a new Python skill set, the course is powered by early salary and a zero cost EMI. It's invisible, but at the same time, we are able to bring in an ecosystem along because we do the HR tie up with the company. We have the customer, we tie up with the provider for the course and say, listen, I got the base connected. Now you make sure that my customer is getting much cheaper, and everyone makes money in it because he doesn't have an acquiring cost. The HR is happy to make the introduction. I get my cost of finance, and we're able to build out a seamless experience between all of them, right? So just imagine. I'll give you a very interesting example. The largest employer in this country is Quest, right? He typically almost 60% of office boys and delivery boys in the country on his payroll. But today, the Quest employee has a product from early salary where his cost of borrowing is half of your credit card. Imagine a 12,000 rupee employee borrows 10,000 rupees a month at 49 rupees, where people like you and me borrow 10,000 rupees as 1110 rupees a month. So it's amazingly different the way experiences can be built. Now, this is the traditional way. I have added a fourth point, which is very important, is the new definition of cool, right? I want to showcase communication by us. Look at the way we now look at our brand, right? It is so much more different, but you can see the coolness question button. There are 4 points here. We're talking to young, we're talking about artificial intelligence, we're talking about a mobile first strategy, and we're saying live more, right, to a consumer. But this is important. And this is powered by the biggest amount of technology backing the entity. We're a 291 employee company who does 80,000 loans a month. We acquire a 250,000 new people, and all of it is done on a layer which allows people to be underwritten without a human intervention. Not a single customer is touched by a human being and decisioned. Everything is machine decisioned. Not a single customer is ever spoken to before he borrows or before we like him, right? We don't have an outbound call center. We don't like the practice of speaking to a consumer. And in the lending space, no one actually believe that you a customer will borrow unless you call him 50 times, send a DSA agent. It's self-serve. If you want it, you take it, right? The second part is the engine is dynamic to say it manages the customer seamlessly. And most people think that we are the lender. Actually, only 45 to 50% time we are the lender. In underneath, we find the cheaper money at that given time for that customer. So when you come for an education loan, my balance sheet is too expensive. I will run down to a bank and find cheaper money. And we run a multi-lender platform which combines 12 legal entities to lend on, right? Which is very interesting to build the entire model out. And more importantly, within this piece, the amount of investment that you do in technology changes the goalpost, right? Today, it's not easy for a small company to come and compete and build up a fintech. We no more call ourselves a lending entity. We rarely call ourselves technology-enabled credit given to young people, right? And if I look at half my company is full of either tech or machine learning people who are building the next layer, right? How do I give 500,000 rupee to a 23-year-old who passed out of college? That's the most important piece. I don't want him to make him wait till he's 35 to attract him. I want him early. I want to lend to him, and I want to use the next level technology so he loves me. What we have seen, 80% of our customers are unable to walk into a bank again to ever apply for a loan, right? They just can't understand why so much paperwork is needed. 91% of my customers repeat with me, and they repeat with me each month, right? And the important part is that if I look at my portfolio, 60% of my portfolio remains with me for over 3 years, which means that while I monetize the 10,000 rupees, 60% of them I can now monetize another 10,000 rupees in the next 2 years, right? So the LTVs can really change, and that's how you build a business. That's a quick summary about what is a financial services business in the fintech era. If you look at, we didn't speak about comparing ourselves to a bank, what a bank does. We give loans, we give money. Yeah, that's the byproduct. The technology enables the business, right? And that is the new wave of doing fintech, and how fintech companies will evolve to manage customers in a much superior manner.